Welcome back. Ayotunde Balogun joins us now with the day's sports news.
Nigeria's Flamingos have rounded up a disastrous FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup when they were trounced 3-0 by North Korea today in their final Group C game. Striker Ri Hae-yeon scored a hat-trick to confirm the African Queen's exit from the tournament. Now, the Flamingos, who reached the quarterfinals in the last 3 editions of the competition, suffered from lack of international exposure as they didn't play any international warm-up games before the championship. Well, Zambia and Nigeria will get Group B of Africa's 2018 World Cup qualifiers underway when they meet in Ndola. That's tomorrow. The teams enjoyed relatively comfortable aggregate victories over Sudan and Swaziland in their previous qualifying rounds. Now, the game will kick off at 1:30 p.m. Nigerian time at the Levi Mwanawasa Stadium in Ndola. Poland's Agnieszka Radwanska has defeated Elena Svitolina of the Ukraine 7-6, 6-3 in the semi-final of the China Open. Svitolina, who upset world number 1 Angelique Kerber in the third round, recovered from 3-love in the second set, but was unable to close the gap on the 2011 China Open champion. Andy Murray will face Grigor Dimitrov in the final of the China Open after earning a straight sets win over David Ferrer in Beijing. Murray prevailed 6-2, 6-3 in a one-sided contest that spanned 1 hour 32 minutes. Murray will now challenge for his 40th tour title and also has the chance to close the gap on leader Novak Djokovic at the top of the ATP rankings. And that's a wrap on sports news. I'm Ayotunde Balogun. The news at 10 continues shortly.
Officials in Haiti confirmed that nearly 900 people died after Hurricane Matthew devastated the country. Up to 90% of some areas have been destroyed, and some of the hardest hit towns are yet to be reached by land. There are fears that the death toll could rise. Hurricane Matthew is now heading towards South and North Carolina in the U.S., having battered Florida on Friday.
Hurricane Matthew killed nearly 900 people and left tens of thousands of people homeless in Haiti earlier this week. Countless survivors have taken refuge in schools and other buildings set up as shelters. But for many, supplies are running low despite the efforts of the Asian Red Cross and Catholic Relief Services. The Asian ambassador to the U.S., Paul Altido, says the government is working on relief efforts from Hurricane Matthew, even as damage estimates continue to come in.
Cholera was an issue that Haiti was dealing with, has been dealing with in the past few years. So in light of what just took place over the past few days, cholera and other health issues might be on the rise. A number of measures were discussed and taken to ensure that the numbers remain low. But at this particular moment, we know that the government has deployed a number of healthcare workers, doctors, and also in partnership with healthcare NGOs on the ground already.
Matthew smashed through Haiti's western peninsula on Tuesday with 145 miles per hour winds and torrential rains, which cut roads, power lines and cell phone networks into remote areas, some of which are only now being contacted. As relief efforts continue, Mr. Altidore adds that there is a political consensus to postpone the long-awaited presidential elections set for Sunday.
The elections have actually been postponed until a new date is discussed and agreed upon by the government, by the political parties, but also based on the urgency at hand. There's a consensus around the idea that relief efforts are more urgent right now than holding the election.
Haiti was still recovering from a devastating 2010 earthquake before Matthew brought on new misery for the Caribbean nation.
U.S. presidential candidate Donald Trump has come under fire once again for obscene comments about women that he made in a newly released videotape from 2005. The Republican nominee, who apologized for the offensive comments, says the words do not reflect who he is. In the video, Mr. Trump says, quote, "You can't do anything to women when you're a star," unquote, and he boasted about trying to grope and kiss women.
Said I'm a perfect person, nor pretended to be someone that I'm not. I've said and done things I regret, and the words released today on this more than a decade-old video are one of them. Anyone who knows me knows these words don't reflect who I am. I said it, I was wrong, and I apologize. I've traveled the country talking about change for America, but my travels have also changed me. I've spent time with grieving mothers who've lost their children, laid-off workers whose jobs have gone to other countries, and people from all walks of life who just want a better future. I have gotten to know the great people of our country, and I've been humbled by the faith they placed in me. I pledge to be a better man tomorrow and will never, ever let you down.
And the main news again. The Directorate of State Services today began a clampdown on the judiciary and arrested some judges over what it described as corrupt practices and misconduct. An official of the agency, Abdullahi Garba, told journalists in Abuja that the action will continue. And the Nigerian Bar Association today demanded the unconditional release of the judges arrested by the DSS, insisting that Nigeria is not under military rule. And that's it on the news at 10 tonight. Many thanks for staying with us. I'm Harriet Agbeni. Have a good night and enjoy your weekend.